Yo, what up, what up, what up, motherfuckers? It's your man in the 100 grand, Doc G. Just came from a hard day of work. You know, struggle is real out here, just out here doing the damn thing. Doggone, and I wanted to make another video today. Um, this video is a continuation of another video that a lot of y'all have seen on my page currently. And the title of that video is Women Past the Age of 35 Are Useless. Now, any woman with some common sense would know what they wouldn't fucking get triggered by the title of that video. Any woman with some common sense would have taken time to listen to the entire video and would have known that if you're a woman of worth, that I wasn't talking about you. But a low vibrational woman, a woman who's worthless, would get triggered. A woman who's worthless, who's most likely past the age of 35, would get triggered by that video. So I'm not going to apologize for making that video. That video got over 20,000 views within like less than a couple of months, which is, I didn't think it would get that many views, but it did. So apparently it angered a lot of women or whatever, but I don't give a fuck. My job isn't to cater to you. My job isn't to cater to anyone. I don't cater to men. I don't cater to women. I don't cater to none of y'all motherfuckers. I say what's on my mind, and it is what it is, and it be what it be. And if you don't like it, I give zero fucks. So I'm going to make a part 2 of this video about women past the age of 35 are useless. Don't just listen to the title and get triggered. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying, and then goddamn feel how you want to feel. I don't give a damn, So I'm about to go in on this shit right now. Alright, so first of all, let's talk about this shit as far as the type of women who've responded to my first video about women past the age of 35 are useless. An old man once said that a hit dog will holler every time. If you're a woman who's happy with her life, if you're a woman who has a man who's treating you well, if you're a woman who knows that you have value, if you're a high vibrational woman that doesn't go around YouTube looking for videos that she doesn't like with obvious titles that you know you're not gonna like just to talk shit, then guess what? If you're one of those, if you're a fucking quality woman, you won't fucking get triggered by none of my shit, and you'd fucking just go on with your day and just have a nice life. But the reason a lot of women get so mad is because they know it's a grain of truth to what the fuck I'm saying. So I'm just gonna goddamn put it like this. I'm just gonna keep it 1 million, man. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start stating facts. Alright, number one. Look at some of the entertainment, some of the shit that y'all listen to as women. Keep in mind, there are many shows, there are many media outlets where they have women who are in big groups. They're in sewing circles, and they tend to talk a lot of shit about men. So to that I say, look and study who the fuck is talking about men. For example, Fox Soul has a podcast called the Black Queens Podcast. It's a podcast called the Queens Podcast. And amongst these queens are Vivica Fox and what's her name? Lisa Ray. She played that light skinned girl on Players Club. Like that's the only movie she was ever in. Anyway, um, it's a podcast. It's a whole bunch of bitter black women who get on a podcast every single day and talk about how men ain't shit. More specifically, black men. Now, to that I say, look at who the fuck is saying these things. Look at who's saying these things, first of all. Okay, you got Lisa Ray, that light skinned chick from the Players Club. She was out here talking about how black men ain't shit, talking about how men ain't shit, and this, that, and the third, right? Now let's break down the Carfax on Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray is 52 fucking years old. She's 52 fucking years old, and she's doing a podcast talking about how men ain't shit. If you're 52 years old talking about how men ain't shit, then maybe it's you, darling. Maybe it has nothing to do with men. Maybe you're just trash. Now keep in mind, Lisa Ray, this fucking chick is 52 years old doing a podcast talking about how men ain't shit. And on top of that, she has a OnlyFans page. 52 years old with an OnlyFans page. Let that sink in for a minute, okay? OnlyFans is where young, desperate hoes go to show they pussy because they have no other means of getting income. But this woman is 52 years old with an OnlyFans page, but yet thinks she has the right to talk shit about men. She ain't got the right to talk shit about nobody. But yet she's on a fucking Queen's podcast talking about how she's a queen and shit. 52 years old with a fucking OnlyFans page talking about how men ain't shit and how she's a queen. Oh, and speaking of being a queen, she was married to the prince of this island called Turks and Caicos. And the prince of that island divorced her ass because she had a fucking attitude. And now to this day, she, keep in mind, you know, she married a prince of a fucking island. That's the best you ever gonna do as far as finding a mate. She knows she can't do no better than that, so she gets a fucking podcast and talk about all men. Because a high quality man doesn't want her fucking ass no more. Then you got Vivica Fox, who's on that podcast. This bitch is 51 years old. I've stated how Vivica Fox used to be sexy as hell back in the day, man. Vivica Fox used to be the shit back in the day, physically. But even back then, she had a bitchy attitude. So to that I say, Vivica Fox is on this same podcast full of old, angry, disgruntled black women talking about how men ain't shit. Now keep in mind, Vivica Fox recently was out here talking shit about 50 Cent. Called him a bitch ass nigga and all of that shit. Now keep in mind, 50 Cent don't even have to rap no more. This motherfucker's making money. He owns his own liquor. He owns his own clothes. He fucking has a TV show that's one of the best motherfucking TV shows on TV right now. And he recently got a star on the fucking Hollywood Walk of Fame. When the fuck have you ever seen Vivica Fox with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Last time I seen this bitch was a fucking B-list actress in Sharknado. But got the nerve to be on a podcast talking down on a high-value man. These are the type of people that you women listen to. The type of bitches that y'all get advice from. And then you got shows like the Red Table Talk, where you got Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett, like I said before, she ain't had a fucking movie that mattered since the 90s. Will Smith can have a fucking star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but Jada Pinkett wouldn't be shit without Will Smith, and we all know that. But yet she got a fucking show called the Red Table Talk. Yet she out here having entanglements with motherfuckers. Don't know how to goddamn keep her legs closed, but want to give advice to all these motherfucking women talking about men. But this is who y'all listen to. The Wendy Williams show, where this fucking transvestite looking bitch is over fucking 50 years old. She damn near her 60s. Motherfucking Wendy Williams, I call that bitch Wendell Williams because the bitch probably got a dick. Y'all up here listening to this bitch, and this bitch got a husband that whoops her ass, got another woman pregnant, and fucks other men, but yet got the nerve to be out here giving women advice and talking shit about successful couples. But this is who y'all women listen to. These women over 50 who are fucking bitter and angry, and y'all motherfucking stupid hoes are just being fucking lambs to the slaughter listening to these losers. But nah, go ahead, listen to them. Yeah, y'all end up being lonely cat ladies like these bitches. Talking shit on high value men while y'all motherfuckers are alone, motherfucking, you know, hoping to God that a man comes your way. Or then again, you got shows like, what's that show? It's another show called The Real, where you got that bitch from Sister, what's her name? Tamara. Then you got Jenny Mai, which is some Asian chick, and then you got this fat black woman named Lonely Love. And that woman is the star of the show. Because this woman is married to a fat, greasy, troll-looking white man, but yet has everything bad to say about black men because she can't pull the type of black men that she wants. So she had to settle for a fat, out-of-shape, bald spot having white man. But I'm like, yo, you're married. You got your man, so why are you fucking talking down on men? Let alone black men. But you mad because high quality men in general don't want your fat ass? Maybe you should lose some fucking weight, change your fucking attitude. And goddamn drop a couple years on your age, because that bitch is at least 45 years old. I'm telling you, man. Y'all come with but yet these are the people y'all listen to. And keep in mind, you got motherfucking Tamar Braxton. She's a part of that show. We all know that she's out here cheating on her fucking simp ass husband. That's been proven. And then you got, and she's like another loud, fat black woman, a loud black woman who's fucking over the age of 40, who got everything to say. But these are the people y'all women listen to get advice from. You know? And then keep in mind, the one halfway decent woman on that show is the Asian chick. What's her name? Jenny Mai? And she's married to a fucking black man. She married to Young Jeezy. She over the age of 40. But here's the thing. She married a high quality black man. She married a high quality man, and she fucking admitted on that show that she submits to her husband. And the word submission is a dirty word to a lot of women, a lot of low quality American women that can't get a man. And every other woman on that show is like, I never submit to a man. And that's why they're so fucking angry. And this is why Jenny Mai is so fucking happy. But this is who y'all listen to. These women over the age of 40, over the age of 50, who got these fucked up ass lives. And y'all up there taking their word as gospel. Because you don't have the brains to think for your fucking selves. I mean, it's fucking hilarious to me. It truly is. And then you get above the age of 35. And then y'all start talking about your money. How much money y'all making. Oh, well, when I was in my 20s, I wasn't making money like I'm making right now. And I get in the bag and I'm out here, I'm successful. And men don't give a fuck. High value men who motherfucking got their shit together don't give a fuck about how much money a woman makes. We give a fuck that you're feminine. We give a fuck that you're fertile. We give a fuck that you're, that you're ladylike. And will submit to your man. Because if you submit to a fucking man that's worth a damn, then guess what? He will fucking provide for you and protect you in the whole nine. But a lot of y'all don't want to submit, and a lot of y'all will end up being old cat ladies, motherfucking freezing your eggs because you didn't do the right thing when you were supposed to, as far as choosing a man of worth and value. And I'm not talking about just money worth, I'm talking about character worth. But no, a lot of y'all in y'all's 20s, y'all were bad bitches. Y'all was in the club. Y'all was up there fucking with Pookie and Ray Ray and them and these Jersey Shore looking dudes and shit, right? Cause y'all thought y'all had forever. And then the age of 30 crept up on y'all stupid bitches. And then y'all started freaking the fuck out. And it's funny to us men. It's funny to us men. Especially a lot of us men that y'all put in the friend zone in your 20s. And now, this geek, this nerd, these losers from high school and shit that y'all didn't give the time of day to in your 20s and your prime, these dudes out here making six figures. These dudes out here living in decent houses. These dudes out here got their own businesses. They out here getting mad degrees without the student loan debt. They out here doing the damn thing. And now y'all want to come to a fucking decent man, the same type of men that y'all threw away in your 20s, y'all want to come back to that guy and be like, oh, I was just wondering if you were still single. Y'all know what the fuck y'all look like doing that shit? On God, y'all know what y'all look like doing that shit? I'm just saying, y'all look stupid as hell. And we can sense the desperation on women. Y'all think we don't, but we do. You know, our intuition, we don't tell y'all a lot about this because we try to fucking, we try not to put women on game, but we can smell desperation a mile away. And a lot of desperation, you can smell that shit on fucking 35 plus year old women. And that's a fact. It's crazy because, like I said, you know, hell, even in my personal life, man, you know, women I know that are above the age of 35, above the age of 40 on Facebook, they like to always write these proclamations of self, talking about how much, oh, it's strong to be by yourself. Oh, I'm an independent woman. Oh, I got the spirit of a lion. Women above the age of 35, they need to tell themselves these things. Because men aren't looking at them no more. They don't have that, you know, men, you know, they can't fucking, men aren't gonna motherfucking melt in the palm of your hand anymore like they did in their 20s. You, even if you look halfway decent, it's not that you won't look beautiful. You'll look beautiful for a 40-year-old. You won't just be beautiful like a 20-year-old. You'll be beautiful for a 50-year-old. Like, I'd rather fuck 20-year-old J-Lo than to fuck 50-year-old J-Lo. Ew. I'd rather fuck 25-year-old Beyonce than to fuck mother of three fucking 40-year-old, 41-year-old Beyonce with a lace front helmet and a goddamn small pudge in her stomach. So that's what I'm saying, you know. Tick tock, tick tock of the biological motherfucking clock. And y'all fucking hate that shit. But it's the truth. Hate me all you want. Throw stones at me all you want. But y'all know I'm telling the truth. Go in my comment section. Call me all kind of names. But I know what I got to bring. I'm not going to your house motherfucking writing comments on your wall. You're coming to me. That lets you know intrinsically that you're probably a fucking loser if you fucking looked at the title of this video and know that it fucking applies to you. And then on top of that, let me end by saying this. Women have their sexual prime in their 40s. The height of a woman's sexual prime is 46. Now, I've never known men to look at a 46-year-old woman on average and say, oh man, I really want to fuck that chick. Said no man ever. I never looked at a 46-year-old woman on average and said that, oh man, them saggy titties and them crow's feet, man. You know, that, oh man, that shit sexy as hell, man. Her AARP and her fucking retirement fund starting to look fucking sexy as hell to me. And it's crazy because older women get mad at older men who know the game like me. They get mad and they say, "All right, well, I'm gonna become a cougar. I'm gonna go get me a young man." Let me tell you something. I know some of these young men y'all cougars go for, like some of like some of my male cousins and some male, some male friends of mine that are in their 20s. Some dudes I know is in their 20s, and they laugh at you old bitches, man. They, like I said in the first 35-year-old video, 35 and up video, they laugh at y'all bitches because they know these 20-year-old guys that y'all trying to get, they can sense the desperation on you fucking cougars. And they already know that a cougar is easy target practice. They know that a cougar is still trying to prove that she still got it. They know that a cougar is going to give up the pussy easy. And a cougar ain't nothing but a fucking a bitch on the motherfucking Holodex to fuck at any given time. This is why a 20-year-old might fuck a 46-year-old. And I hear a lot of 40-plus-year-old women, 35-plus-year-old women. They like to say, I can get a man. Oh, I don't give a fuck if I'm 40-plus years old. I can get a man. It doesn't take much for a woman to get sex from a man. That's not an accomplishment. But how many of you can get a man to take you serious? How many of you 40-plus-year-old women can get a man to get into a relationship with you, to marry you, and to take you serious? So getting a man, getting sex from a man, especially in America where most men don't have standards, that don't mean nothing. You show me that you can get a fucking decent, high quality, or hell, mid quality man that'll take you serious, then I'll be impressed. But most of you can't even fucking do that past the age of 35. Because a lot of y'all got your chest out, motherfucking just, sounding like dudes and trying to compete with the masculine energy. And that's why a lot of y'all motherfucking end up being single, will die alone. And y'all come to videos like mine so y'all can vent and get mad at dudes like me simply for keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it real with you. This is part 2 of this subject. Thanks for tuning in. Holla at your boy. Peace.